In this segment, you will see how to transform your ordinary cleaning machines into concrete polishing machines through everyday cleaning. No need for heavy, expensive equipment or harsh chemicals. Some machines require special hubs and hardware to be attached to the Diamabrush system. Attach the brush according to your machine's design, making sure the clutch fully engages with the drive hub. Be sure to mount the metal blade brushes to the machine according to the direction they rotate, noting clockwise versus counterclockwise rotations. Most machines will have the brushes rotate inward toward the center of the deck. The polymer brushes do not follow this procedure as they are multi-directional. Ensure that all access doors, shrouds, and skirts are properly latched and secured before operating the machine. Starting with the metal brush in the system, then progressing through the polymer grit brushes, 50 grit gold, 100 grit black, 200 grit blue, 400 grit green, 1000 grit red, and finally 2000 grit tan, making sure that steps are not skipped in the process. It's important to run the machine solution and recovery system, and careful attention needs to be paid to the operating speed of the machine. A pace of 1.5 to 2 feet per second is recommended. Best results will be attained by vacuuming as you do each pass, thus removing the slurry from the floor. As a multi-step progressive grit system, users begin with a coarse grit metal bonded brush to level the surface and remove any coating such as thin mill epoxy, mastic, and thin set. Using the metal brush in the system is by far the most important step in the Diamabrush process. A slower speed now will achieve best results. It is also recommended to slightly overlap each pass. The metal brush will require between 8 and 10 repeat passes. After the 8th pass, it's important to inspect the entire floor once it's dry. Look for uniform whitening of the concrete. You will also become aware of low spots, if any. If found, this may require a couple more passes to make the concrete uniform. Have realistic expectations at this time. The number of passes needed will be more or less depending on the condition and the type of floor to be polished. It is also helpful to feel the progress of the floor after each step. Expect uniform whitening after using the 50 grit polymer brush. Only then proceed to the next brush. Using this system on a swing machine is ideal for areas close to walls, corners, or other spots a walk-behind or rider can't reach. The system then progresses through a series of finer grit, diamond-embedded brushes that closes the pores of the concrete and ultimately results in a granite-like finish. You can expect a satin-like finish after the 100 grit brush, then dramatic results thereafter. Again, each brush requires 6 to 8 passes before changing to the next brush. The flexible blades allow the diamond to remain in constant contact with the floor, maximizing the tool's effectiveness. New diamond particles are continuously exposed, retaining sharp edges throughout the life of the tool. Hitting high spots on the floor sometimes results in broken blades, although possible to complete a pass or two. Keep in mind the high deck pressure will result in added stress to the other blades, so the blades should be replaced as soon as possible. Polymer brushes that haven't been used for 2 months or longer will need to be reconditioned by simply soaking them in water, usually 72 hours in cold water or 31 hours in water that's over 130 degrees Fahrenheit. In some situations, it may be necessary to apply a densifier to the floor after a predetermined step. See your Diamabrush sales professional for full details. The unrivaled performance of Diamabrush is revolutionizing the professional and do-it-yourself flooring resurfacing industry. These tools can be used across the entire spectrum of flooring applications, including hardwood, concrete, terrazzo, and other stone surfaces. No need for heavy equipment or harmful chemicals.